To die is to find eternal sanctuary. Safety from the horrors of this land. But to study death, to know its secrets, is to venture down a path that few dare tread. Atop her blackened tower, the graveyard rose, Elspeth von Draken fights to protect the fallen, driving back the forces of evil. A perennial guardian of the Empire.
Beneath death's shadow, our enemies fall.
Welcome on back and gather around, gang. It's time for some more Total War Warhammer 3. We are here with a brand new campaign. This time we're actually going to be diving into the Realms of Chaos map, as you've probably seen if you were part of the poll, and thank you all so much for casting your vote. All of those have been greatly appreciated. So the reason we are doing the Realms of Chaos map is because, one, I want to finish up some achievements, and two, because this narrative viewer here, which has all of the lovely little narrative, I guess, cinematics that you have in the game, has some gaps. So in, for example, the basically just for the Realms of Chaos and for the new campaign, so things like the Fame and Fortune cutscene, and I believe even the Chaos Dwarfs now, but all of the kind of newer DLC have the little cutscenes playing, no matter if you start the Realms of Chaos map or over on Immortal Empires. However, there's some of these little cutscenes that are locked to completing the Realms of Chaos map, so that's what we're going to be getting to here today. So the Empire, we've got the Graveyard Rose for the beginning here, and we're missing her secretive ending. So let's go ahead and get to figuring out what happens when Elspeth von Draken completes her Realms of Chaos map. So we are going to be playing, of course, in the Realms of Chaos. And for a little bit of an extra bit of challenge, we're going to be playing on Legendary very hard. I don't like changing the AI stats modifier. Just giving the AI cheats is just something that I'm not a big fan of. If the AI beats me in battle because they have better research or they've got their stats set up in different areas that I'm just not ready for, that's perfectly fine. But giving them additional damage, leadership, attack, defense, charge, all this kind of stuff, I don't like that at all. Actually, the ones the most impactful is actually the leadership and the reload skill. The rest of that is fairly not impactful, but I'm just going to keep everything on normal. No, we need them to have any handicaps. Perfect. So auto saves doesn't matter. We are actually playing also on the Siege Rework Proving Grounds, so ladders have been removed. You can go ahead and re-enable them anytime in this little setting screen here. So if you want your insta ladders, where you can just go up and over the walls, no matter what, you got your pocket ladders, you can easily re-enable those. However, on the Siege Rework, they have changed a few things where the towers now have shorter range but deal more damage and shoot a bit faster. The gatehouses are going to have a little bit more health overall. Siege Attacker has been reworked, or at least been taken away from quite a few units, and a lot of the Legendary Lords don't have it anymore. Quite a few of all of the monstrous Legendary Lords still have it, like Scarbrand, Kolek, all of the people you'd expect. I think they need to do a little bit of a change where all of the Warriors of Chaos Legendary Lords also have Siege Attacker. Anyone that requires a Siege Attack for like their first couple battles, you kind of have to give the Legendary Lord Siege Attacker, or you risk dropping their campaign just in the first couple turns there, because turn one having a Dark Fortress for Chaos is pretty much a must. Either way, we're not going to get into that. The other thing that's changed is that you have to now build siege ladders.
Such an
Inconvenience. So shall be the sieges for our enemies. So they have to build their ladders now. I believe you get 2 per build, construction, little event, or little tab. Every time you click to get one, you get 2 towers. They have a placeholder for the towers right now, or the towers I say. They are a tower ladder similar to how you get in Rome 2 or Pharaoh. So I guarantee you, over time, we've got a placeholder for now, but we'll get some that are going to be flavored up for each of the factions, provided that we all like these ladders. I think they're a fantastic addition. We do need to have ladders, and I was worried that they were just going to be the ones we got from Medieval 2. So these are an extreme improvement on those. I'm actually into what we're going to be getting into for Elspeth, though. We're playing here with Wissenland and Nuln, of course. Our starting army is going to be swordsmen, 2 spearmen with shields, some Nuln Ironsides, which are a very elite gunner, and gunners, which is just their direct Their direct upgrade is the Nuln Ironsides. They've got the Hellblaster volley guns instead of a rocket battery. That is so loud. Elspeth, your magics are calm down. A Hellstorm rocket battery, sorry, a Hellblaster volley gun instead of a Hellstorm rocket battery. Then we've got ourselves some Great Cannons, which are a nice bread and butter artillery for the Empire. For our faction effects, we have access to the Imperial Gunnery School, enabling access to unique unit upgrades and special units. We have additional 10 research rate, just kind of base. Less upkeep for all of our gun units, double experience gain for artillery and gun units for all of our armies. And then for Elspeth specifically, she's immune to vampiric attrition, she has a huge cooldown reduction for all of our Lore of Death magic, and then the Dark Walker ability. So on a 2-minute cooldown, we'll have an activated ability to basically give her the ethereal trait, where she gets 40% physical resistance and Strider. Pretty good little ability there. We are starting at the bottom of the Empire. Or I guess, well, this is, we don't even get, man, the Realms of Chaos map, while I do not mind it, it's a much more kind of focused and more cinematic and thematic kind of a campaign. It's much more focused, much more quick. It's not the same kind of grand sandbox that Mortal Empires is, and sometimes I don't mind that. They also have the 4 Realms of Chaos, which I think we need to find a way to get those into Immortal Empires as well. I'm not sure why they haven't found a way to work them in yet, but that would be a glorious addition. Hopefully here, and hopefully with Tides of Torment, they get that. They find a way to get these in. Either way, for her lore, we've got full 3 generations in the name of Elspeth von Draken, Magistrix of the Amethyst College, and the Archwizard of the Lore of Death has been spoken when hushed tones of the reeking tavern gutters and vaulted noble halls and known alike. An obsessive experimenter and mystic, Elspeth goes where she will, collecting and collating a storehouse of mystical artifacts and lore, which she guards jealously. Surrounded by all manner of occult items, Elspeth has become so saturated with the force of Shaiish, the Amethyst Wind of Death, that there are some who whisper that she's no longer human at all. To her enemies, Elspeth seems to stand halfway between life and death, a violent specter in human form whose magic destroys all it touches. You know, the more you are around magic in the Warhammer world, the more it does start to mutate you. So she is likely mostly ghost. She's definitely no longer fully human. And we have that when she's basically formed a pact with Shaiish dragons, which are known for being incredibly conniving. And they're basically, when you form a pact with them, they're always trying to find a way to stab you in the back. And hers, actually in lore, has no name because she doesn't care to give it a name. I wish it had a name, but she doesn't care to give it one, so we're going to be naming him Jerry. Onward to battle.
Wissenland stands vulnerable, as ogres and their gluttonous kin bring death to the Empire's door. The graveyard rose, Elspeth von Draken, is resolved to send them to their graves, for nearby blood fiends also gather in strength. If the law of death cannot force them back into the darkness, then the guns and black powder of the Empire's greatest armory shall do it for her. No longer can the Dark Lady of Nuln tolerate the undead scourge. Their impending destruction shall be a warning to all who threaten her realm.
Winds of Shaiish, usher our enemies into the deathly halls of doom.
Indeed. Thank you, Madam Elspeth. Path to Victory, Magistrix Elspeth von Draken. And if you have been listening to any of the lore beards more recently, the von Draken might, in fact, be a kind of ancient line. I mean, they're very diluted by now, but an ancient line from Miao Yang or one of the other Dragonkin. So the reason they're the von Drakens is because they're believed to have dragon blood in their veins. So there could be cause to believe that Elspeth is of a dragon-blooded Shogungun line, and that's part of the reason she's so potent in the Winds of Magic. Okay, so either way, in service to the Elector Countess of Wissenland, she must help strengthen the Empire's borders and authority as she waits for the evil to show itself. With access to the military advancements of the Imperial Gunnery School, she empowers herself further by using unique knowledge of the Amethyst Winds of Shaiish and the Gardens of Moor. Once the ancient evil appears, defeating it in the final battle will secure the Empire's safety and earn Wissenland and Nuln their campaign victory. So slaying the big stinky Tomarcon is the way to win. Purchase unit upgrade is our first mission here. Wissenland prides itself in sparing no expense to thwart the Empire's ever-encroaching foes. Their Elector Countess decrees full access to the Imperial Gunnery School's advancements granted to you. Yes, we need to use that to upgrade our gun troops. We get 1,000 treasury, and then the prototype field coat Mark 24 is the future of projectile-proof battleware. Unlike Mark 23, this version doesn't get fire when struck. 25% additional fire resistance. Yeah, getting hit and bursting into flame can be problematic. Lupio, you shall be our Kevin for this campaign. Kevin the Wise. He has to say it. Alright, Kevin, you go ahead and join up with Elspeth. Yes, we have death magic, and for anyone that is immune to magic, we have bullets. So we can cast magical bullets on there. Guess we can use magic to turn our non-magic missiles into magic missiles. Non-magical magical missiles. Tough is not the best, but 25 additional armor in melee defense is actually, it's not bad for someone who will be shooting for a little bit and then eventually will be tied up into melee. Especially when you are lower on the melee heroes. Elspeth, I think she looks incredible. I think we needed a little bit less jester look about her. That is my only real complaint. Elspeth looks great, except she kind of looks like a feathery emo jester. Outside of that, no, she looks great. The Roses of Moor are supposed to be black too. I understand what we didn't, but finding a way to maybe make them black roses, that maybe the tips of the petals have kind of a shyish glow, I think that would have actually stood out pretty well. And that for all of the roses on her. So you could still put in black, but just like the very tips of the rose petals could have been like a slightly glowy purple. She's got, for any who are not aware, unsettling radiance. Tell me, dying one, are you afraid? You should be. Blessing of Shyish, we have extra winds of, or I guess a reduction to winds of magic cost for Lords of Death, Lord of Death spells, and then we have more winds in our own army. Extra capacity for engineers and gun units cost less and are cheaper in this army to upkeep. Turns Darkwalker into a 1-minute cooldown, and then we have the Living Darkness passive, so we have even more physical resistance, and enemies no longer have magical weapons, so it turns all of Elspeth's physical resistance into ward save. Quite terrifying. We have the Graveyard Rose, some more punishment for her army, and then she comes back faster and has regeneration. And then lastly, Magistrix of the Amethyst Order makes Purple Son of Xeris extremely cheap. She's a monster. There are no blobs or single entities that can really stand Elspeth, especially once she has her dragon. We've also got some special abilities here, the Frostfire Gem, which gives a Lord or Hero flaming attacks, and the Frostfire ability, so it'll grant weakness to fire and slow enemies down. Combined Flammable and the Frost effect. Everwood Root is going to give us a hefty bit of vigor loss reduction for the Lord or Hero, and then also give them regeneration, which is not quite as good as the Frostfire Gem, but still pretty dang decent. Then we also have the Doomfire Ring, which will give our assigned Lord or Hero some flame resistance, and then give us a bound use of Burning Head. Not bad. And that's Elspeth. Let's jump to the campaign. So for her bit with the Gunnery School, we can come on in and use these schematics, which we gain from battles, and pretty sure there's some buildings that generate them too. So but from battles, as long as all of the damage that your gunnery and artillery units will generate schematics. So I think we're first going to grab, I always grab weighted grief. Words, wizard. Weighted munitions here. Gives us monstrous impact for all of our cannons, projectiles, which is going to drop their speed and charge by 60%, which is huge. I feel like this is just the first pick you take no matter what. You can get 10% more missile strength, you can get more speed, but slowing the enemy speed by 60% when they're going to be hauling cheek towards you at Mach 4 trying to tear into your lines is pretty important. Then we are going to upgrade our Hellblaster. So I don't use Hellblaster volley guns all that much, to my detriment probably. I prefer the rocket batteries. This time though, we're going to try to get the volley guns going. So their first one makes it so they can actually sprint around the battlefield, gives them 50% more speed, and then the Wayfarer ability. So they're basically a little rocket artillery. They move around, I think, faster than the Cathayan ones even. They move pretty dang quick. Then you get suppressive fire in the second tier, which will make it so the enemies drop their speed by 30%, so we get a full 90% speed drop with the two of these together. And then lastly, we get 20% more pierce on our projectiles, so they will just shoot through whole squads of enemies like monsters. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
The graveyard
Here at Nuln, we get to start with the Firearms Academy. Let's go ahead and upgrade that now. We actually don't have a ton of gold, do we? Let's wait to see what the next settlement has before choosing our upgrade for Nuln proper. Vertbad is the other ones holding the line against the swarms of undead over here. I do like that this is Manfred instead of Vlad, because in this point in time, Vlad is already very dead and gone. They resurrect him later, but at this point in time in lore, Vlad is not, he's not with us.
Magistrix.
Alright, Elspeth, what do we get for you? Advisor to Nuln gives us more schematics. We may just want to go for that immediately. It's gonna take 7 turns, but... Ooh, this is also really good. Just 25% more spell experience for her the entire time. No one else really benefits, though. Man, you know what? Let's go grain silos into Advisor to Nuln.
We need all these if we are to stand against the old foe.
Agreed.
I foresee great
Let's go butcher a
suffering.
Feastmaster. Alright, most dangerous thing here is going to be, since he's not a Flock of Doom caster, these Saber Tusks. So we're going to set all artillery to blasting them to shreds, and then from there we focus down poor Feastmaster. Let's butcher us some purple ogres. Ooh, the true purple master is not you. Alright, jump cut. I was getting our part 6 of Talok West set up on the other side there, and just took a little bit longer than I initially expected. Okay, so let's get our, well, let's first show off the lads, show off our graphic settings, and then get everyone deployed. So we get to begin with kind of a pike and shot here. I prefer our Empire Spearmen with shields. Greatly to what we start with over on the Immortal Empires, which I think is mostly swordsmen. Yes, of course you do. You're swordsmen. We do like the state troops, and the ones from Wissenland and Nuln have the best color scheme with the dark red and black. Debate me, you're wrong. The Rose of the Empire colors are worse comparatively. In every way. Or Geld has like a pink and gold combo, which is just all kinds of unfortunate. I prefer his almost look purely gilded.
I worship Ulrich. He will protect us.
And then we get to our normal... Wait, hang on now. Are these the normal gunners? Yeah, they've got hats. No iron, nor self-respecting Ironside wears a hat. They've got 2 blades, but they don't know how to really use any of them, so you want to keep enemies well away from your handgun crews. We are only playing with 2 mods on right now since we are in the Siege rework, so that is going to be the better camera mod and then the building progression icons. Little blaster volley guns. Got the same issue going on as the long rifles, don't they? If you know, you know. Hello there, Elspeth. Yeah, when the dark... Oh, no, her scythe was... When the dark magic starts to leak out of your eyes, you know there's something. You've been in the Shaiish a little bit too long. She's got some incredible scythe animations. We're going to try to keep her on foot for as long as we can, even though we won't be in slow-mo here on Legendary. Ooh, that's important. She has some really cool scythe animations that you never get to see again once you put her on a mount, which I think is a shame. And then our cheerful cannon crews. Which I don't know if you guys agree, but I think the cannon crews need to have a little bit of a sound design rework where they sound a bit more akin to the ones from Cathay. Cathay's cannons have such a bigger oomph comparatively that it is a shame. Right, Hellblasters, you're going to defend the flanks. Cannons in the... This is an excellent hill here. We can put our guys well below. They should be able to shoot in even at the ogres without really too much trouble. This one is going to be a little bit challenging to stop the onrush of ogres, but we'll do what we can. We are Sigmar's heirs. Mortal Empire's Elspeth begins fighting the undead, I believe. Which in some instances probably is actually easier. Ogres close the gap pretty fast and do a lot of damage when they get there. Alright, Elspeth, you stand here. Lupio. Just make sure no one gets into the handguns without suffering for it immensely. It's not corner camping. See, we're not in the corner. We're on this hill. Hill camping. Which is far superior. I think we can probably... Now, we'll let our infantry be separate. So you two in guard mode. The swordsmen can pursue. And then our artillery and handguns can all be in also. Do we need groups? No, it just makes me feel good. Battle. Begin. Ooh, ah, ooh. This was one where when I do want to advance Elspeth.
Of the greater struggle.
Oh.
Yet I know that this skirmish must also be won, for every victory is crucial.
Or she's tired already. For every victory is crucial. All right, Elspeth, calm down.
Elspeth von Draken.
Cannons, let's go ahead and start taking out the Feast Master. He needs a hug. Everyone else, let's go ahead and rotate a bit. I don't want those hounds sneaking around like they want to. Can you safely drop this? Probably not. We're gonna try though. Melee advance. Your job is a dangerous one. Alright, cannons. Run, Elspeth, run. Run back through your line if you can there, lass. Hellblasters are obliterating that poor Feastmaster. Go for these Ogre Bulls here. Cannons, go for the Saber Tusk pack. She's been caught. Oh, it'll be fine. Spears have no choice but to pursue. Alright, they're moving in. Go ahead and catch these Ogre Bulls, please. Obliterate them, boys. Elspeth taking a little bit of it. She's fine. Whoa, those poor swordsmen, though. They're not fine. That's what I was saying, is this is one of those battles that can go from being fine to not. Oh, they decided that cannon's the easy target. Save the boys. Catch them. Good grief. This one's tough. Not a bad little first battle here. They're running for the hills. Let's make sure our cannons are trained on good targets. Good, good. Take out this lord. Those are just Noblars. Noblars don't win to Empire swordsmen. Although it seems like they are. Give them a little bit more leadership and terror. The ogres return. Elspeth, go ahead and give him a circle. We're about to get obliterated there, these poor swordsmen. Snuck around themselves, man. Alright, ogres. No more mana for Elspeth. Hold the line, boys. Alright, that's a win. Good grief, that got spooky, though. Yeah, we need to get back to these first battles being a challenge. That was fun. Alright, they feel free to deign us with a decisive victory. I don't think we did that well, but I will take it. Some Empire swordsmen and spearmen were sent to Moore's realm, but thankfully Elspeth was there to guide them along easily. So we get to salvage some munitions there. Oh, really? Because this is a faction that has missiles? Thank goodness, thank goodness is how this works. Slaughter them. Yeah, just use them as target practice is what I see it as. It basically says in lore that you're picking up their weapons and seeing how they work. No, what that is you're using the ogres that are left over as target practice. Don't you lie. Yeah, put him over about 500 yards, see if you can hit him with his cannon. Alright, next we shall make our cannons monstrous. The Great Cannon is widely feared for the ease with which it rips apart flesh and armor alike. Its simple engineering easily modified by the school's designs to magnify its devastation. Now here at Tier 1, we actually have some goals we need to do as well. So upgrading this, we need 3 units of handguns. We need to construct the Firearms Academy, and we need to do 3 total Gunnery School upgrades. Once we do, we'll gain the Experimental Explosive, our Tier 2 upgrades for the Gunnery School, and then recruitment cost reduction for all gun units faction-wide. Good stuff. Yes. Let's go ahead and give that prototype field coat to Kevin. 20% more ammo, 25% fire resist, and missile resist in kind. Go ahead and give you a hunter as well. Yeah, so like I said, let's wait to see what's at Gressenwald before we go for the upgrades to Nuln itself. Onward. Hell, Feastmasters bringing the troops, aren't they? Well, Elspeth's pretty injured. We need to make sure we keep her safe. Gunners are going to be very busy. Noblars with 18 and 26 actually is not terrible, is it? Well, let's do it. Alright, deployment begins. We pretty much want to keep the same grouping we had last time, although let's go ahead and pull them between these cliffs if we can help it here. Beautiful, pull the guns back a little bit further. Our foot soldiers are going to get wiped out here. Unfortunately, ogres are just really quick, too. Yeah, our swordsmen are going to get just run right over. Let's try to rotate this just a smidge. So you guys here, the spears, try to make it so only they are able to fight for the beginning here. And these swordsmen can defend if they decide to go around. Try to do something like that. Alright. And then our artillery, are you well defended? No, not really. Let's go Hellblasters on one side, because they can actually deal some pretty decent damage in a hurry, and then the Great Cannons will be further back here.
Artillery! By Ulrich's Wrath!
By Ulrich's Wrath.
Battle protocols!
By scythe and spirit, we will cut our foes asunder.
Alright, depending on how wide they go,
It
we're
is time
in a bit
we
of trouble.
ushered them over the threshold unto death.
You sit here and you realize we don't have
Go!
the numbers to properly defend if the ogres decide to rush wide.
Standing by!
First group of Noblars getting smacked a bit.
Ready, sir!
Wizardess of Nuln.
Also took a little bit too much damage in that first battle for sure.
Great cannon!
Let's go for the flanking ogres first.
Cannons!
Any they're getting bopped is good for me.
Doom take thee!
Spear Leech on the flank.
A matter of locomotion.
Beautiful.
Verena!
Gonna keep slowing them down.
Elspeth von
In
Draken.
fact, Elspeth, you hit the same unit here.
Gifted tinkerer!
I like how far back they're staying.
Bring them down!
Good, good. Alright, now draw them in.
Glory.
They're
Hellblaster!
nearly in the Hellblasters vicinity. Try to go ahead and slow this unit a bit.
Ha!
I don't know if they'll actually be able to hit. No, they can't hit. Fire here.
Elspeth von Draken.
Great cannon! Fire!
Come on, Hellblaster. Give him the business. Okay, you gotta run.
Powder dry!
They're going wide.
Swordsman, take the ground!
No, they're not. Okay, good.
Our weapons are yours!
Here they come.
Spearmen!
Elspeth, get back.
Edge forward. By the amethyst wind, I go.
Sigmar, show
Hellblaster, you blast in here. Those spearmen are getting surrounded. However, that fear is kicking in.
Sigmar's heirs!
We are Sigmar's heirs.
Raging target!
Take him out. Elspeth, you gotta get well away from there.
Shadows at my call.
All our slings starting to get some damage in. Our spearmen are running. Ogres are back. Thankfully, though, the Hellblaster volley gun put in some work.
By Ulrich's Wrath!
Gotta get rid of them.
Hellblaster volley gun! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Must. Okay, so all the ogres are running.
Engineer!
Fire into the Noblar flingers for me.
Spearmen!
Elspeth, go ahead and pop the fear on these lads.
And gunners!
Good, good. The ogres are running. Actually, we might have to have you turn and deal with these.
Machine!
Elspeth von Draken.
Elspeth, dive into the Noblars.
And gunners!
We are running out of foot soldiers here.
Engineer! And gunners!
Alright, they're gone. Hellblaster, switch to
Throw the cannon!
there.
Great cannon! Ready!
Fall back. You go ahead and Dive into these ogres. Fire a volley if you can.
Conditions
That was
acceptable.
so bad.
Ready for war. Crucible of war.
Fall back, fall back. Let's go ahead and make these guys scary again.
Sigma command.
Here, we get back in there. We're getting shot up by the flingers, which we don't need.
Pick your targets.
For Nuln!
Man, we definitely need some more numbers here for dealing with a mainly speedy, smashy melee crew. Elspeth dives in with a scythe, taking out an ogre, and that's a victory. But our infantry are looking haggard at this point.
Spearmen. Let's get ready.
Good work, everyone. We'll be doing some more target practice, and I'll catch you all in a moment. Alright, gives us another decisive victory. We're glad to see it. We did lose quite a few, 114 fall in the brawl, though. Hellblaster volley guns getting the, I guess, the golden cannonball? Yeah, fair enough. We will take it. 99 schematics more for the fight, and then we can go ahead and occupy it for even further.
Let us take it. There may be
Yes.
truths to uncover.
And trinkets. Magical trinkets.
Elspeth.
Also,
von
Elspeth, or I guess Wissenland is a two-part settlement. We probably easily saw that, but due to my my excellent wizard side, I saw nothing. So what we will do then, Iron Mining Pit is good for income, but I don't know that we need income. When do we get Hellblasters? That is all the way up into the Engineer's Workshop. However, I have learned that the rolling carts of doom that are war wagons, while used to be a complete meme, are now very good.
Lady of Shaiish.
This gives us access to more cannons and war wagons. So we'll go Route Marcher and Inspiring Presence for the Lady of Shaiish to start.
Wielder of the
We'll get the good
pale
old
side.
passives rolling, and then we can start upgrading her death tree. So we sprint back to Talabheim before Feastmasters are able to build up any more, and then our next enemy is guaranteed to be the undead here at Kusel. We've got ourselves a kind of obvious strategy here. For our victory conditions, we need to complete Elspeth's narrative quest. There you go. Quest chain, and then the final battle for the Nemesis Crown. And then domination victory is just deal with the Fecundites, Puppets of Mistral, Maggot Host, Poxmakers, Oracles of Tzeentch, and the Legion of Chaos. For some reason, Scarbrand is not involved in this one. That's fine by me. Well then last, I guess we have the Imperial Authority here, so as we claim back more of the Imperial territories, we'll build up our Imperial Authority from stagnant to prospering, and then to finally the true heirs of Sigmar. So you get more replenishment time for your Elector Count State troops, more growth for all the provinces in the Empire, so anything that has that Iron Cross of the Empire, 3 control for the same, and then 10% more income from all those buildings in the same. It says within the Empire, but I think it just counts as these, so if you didn't know better, go ahead and school me in the comments. Let's bring in some more friends, though. We shall recruit a Master Engineer, because we like tanks. Hawkland Scopes. How amazing. He's got hawkish precision, so when he's in his tank, he's going to be a monster. And then 10% more range for all Gunnery and Gunnery cavalry units. So he's going to be all about the guns and the guns on horses. You stay here. He looks small, itty-bitty compared to the city there.
Let me take a look at you.
Let me take a look at you. You don't need the units, Elspeth does. And we shall give Elspeth. We truthfully need a combination, so let's go 1 free company, 1 pistolier. We need some fast troops that can also deal some good damage to 1 target. Actually, I lied, didn't I? Because we're going to have
Amethyst Magistrate.
war wagons next turn. Let's go free company militia, get ourselves some more frontline troops. That's really what we need against the ogres. People who can hold the line. It's a rough job, but someone's got to do it. Let's go Council of Burgomeisters to fix up our growth, and then we'll see if anyone wants to be friends. Sterling wants to be
I will
friends,
listen, but
but my time is short. Better be careful about where you say that. Any dwarfish ears are nearby, you're in all kinds of trouble.
Surely an agreement will be reached. But are we not all
I also can't
sons
wait
of
till the
Sigmar?
Empire. Hopefully not, we don't have to wait another 3 or 4 years, but till the Empire actually has proper elector counts that are unique units, and we don't have to have a mod to do it. I love the mod that has it, but I'd like it to just be a vanilla part of the game too.
I will hear what you have to say.
I will hear what you have to say. And you're fighting against some Beastmen. Should we join him? In his war with the Stonehorn tribe? Sure. Thanks, Franz. Any gold you've got, we'll take it. And then Anno can go over there and be grumpy all himself, that's fine. No one cares, Anno. You're a von Karstein, after all. Alright, can we get any heroes? The answer is not until the Firearms Academy is done. So, away we go. Defender of the Empire. When I did realize that we didn't have, or I didn't show off the graphic settings of that first battle, so we'll do that here for the next one. Spending her days secluded in her towers and experimenting with her rare mystic artifacts, Elspeth von Draken stands ready as a true defender of the Empire. Her strength is needed now more than ever for the Feastmaster ogres encroach upon Wissenland, while the vampires to the east pose an ever-increasing threat. The Countess Emanuel von Leibowitz beseeches the Dark Lady for aid. Defeat factions of the Feastmaster, Waldenhof, and Drakenhof conclave to reveal the Empire's greater threats.
Elite troops and potent weaponry, honed and enchanted in the Gunnery school, shall bolster our strength.
Indeed, madam. In service to the Elector Countess of Wissenland, Elspeth must help strengthen the Empire's borders as she waits for greater evils to show themselves. 3k treasury, and then a heap of additional movement, range, control, and then fast travel cost reduction for the Gardens more. And then our narrative chain continues. Nuln is known to many as the jewel of the Empire, and not without good reason, as the Empire's industrials as well as cultural heartland. This sprawling city contains many manufactories, providing heavy weapons, munitions, and ordnance, in addition to the Imperial Gunnery School, whose role it is to train the Emperor's artillerists in the ways of modern mechanized warfare. There are some, however, who believe that only a fraction of Nuln's potential is currently being exploited. The rulers of the Empire demanded the development of a new cavalry doctrine, so Theodore Bruckner may join the Imperial armories in the field, or armies. In the field. View this as an opportunity for Nuln to further earn its already well-deserved title of the Bastion of the South. We need to build a livery. Soon. Not like it's my most important.
Expert in innovation.
So which is the livery? Tier 3. So I guess they're wanting you to actually start with stables, so you can get some knights going. We could. We're not going to, but we could. Grissenwald. Hop in the fields so the peasants get working.
For Nuln's ends.
Yeah, we'll just have you go into a march stance to the side of Nuln. The Theon, you can then recruit our units.
I choose only the best.
Only the best.
Rider of the Dragon.
So we have 5 frontline fighters. These guys don't really count because of how weakened they are. I think we will go ahead and grab some pistoliers. Since they cost equal to the Free Company, we'll grab a couple of guys that are fast and have some pretty decent missile strength. No more upgrades. We need 30 more. Our next upgrade should go to the Hellblaster volley guns, that way they can move fast. I think anyone wants to be friends further right now. Anyone want to trade with Elspeth? No. No, they don't. That's fine. Prepare yourself, Bolg. Alright, Firearms Academy is done. That's 1,500 treasury. So now we can get in some more elite troops and a witch hunter. Monster hunter, monster tracker. I mean, I like the bonus v large. Welcome, get there.
Who calls?
We'll call him Peter the Hut. There we go. Alright, Theon, you and Elspeth can join forces to go deal with Talabheim and Bold here. Ooh, actually, here's an idea.
Dark Lady of Nuln.
We will fight this siege, but I'd like to not have to fight that many ogres all in one spot, so what if... Theon, you give your troops to Elspeth.
I will continue my studies there.
Elspeth, you move up into an ambush.
Shall come without warning.
Yeah, 80% chance. Promise we have to put ourselves in kind of a weird spot.
Glory.
He can sneak around that pretty easily. Let's just put her here
Drive
instead.
on for the Empire.
For the Empire.
All the Empire.
In search of answers.
Highly unlikely to come after us if we're in the radius of Nuln, so let's go ahead and just drop into encamp stance here.
Maintain supply lines.
And seeing as we really don't need any more anti-groups of infantry, let's go war wagons. So try to lure Bolgan, especially since he's gonna have a full squad here next turn.
What to do?
That'll be a fun fight.
Graveyard rose.
And we will.
Amethyst
Man, we are gonna be outnumbered, aren't we?
Only one I'll listen to.
It'll be better than fighting in Talabheim, I can almost guarantee it. Alright, let's pass the turn, see what the ogres get to.
And carmine dragons are wreathed in the winds of Shalish.
Oh, you poor fool, although he didn't get... Wait a second. Where's our reinforcements? That's pretty lame. I still think we can win this one. It's going to be a pretty brutal fight. Yeah, our infantry aren't going to make it through this one, likely. That is just a tyrant. So if we can sail around behind him, we can fill him full of holes. Alright, let's do it. Battle begin. I really don't like the whole if you're ambushing and they fight you and they axe like a lightning strike. That needs to be changed immediately. Alright. So, same kind of map. There's so many ogres that we need to try to pull them back into advantageous spot for us, which there's not very many. Cannons can go here, and everyone can kind of go up front. That's a lot of ogres, though. Here's what we'll do. Cannons here. Blaster right alongside. We might even get it a little bit more compact. They need to be out of the woods, though, don't they? Yeah, fully out of the woods. Beautiful. Fusiliers, your job is to bother these battle cats right off the bat and draw them back. Irritate the battle cats and draw them into our heroes. Then our infantry. The problem lies in these ogres back here. Ogres don't like going through the woods, though. So we can try to exploit that. There and there. I'm going to keep the swordsman back for now. Then we have these two. Free company ready to defend. Problem with them is there's not a lot of space for us. So let's do free company militia over here. Spears in the woods. Properly defend. And then the free company can be this side's defensive force. We'll kind of have them layered. That way they're not getting all taken out by one ogre charge. There we go. And these swordsmen can go more in the middle or in the woods to help these the other spearmen. I'll lock it quite a bit. Will it work, though? But find out. Alright, can you hit the enemy lord? This is one of those where I don't know if taking him out early is as important as dealing with the bulls, since they are so much stronger than our infantry. Everyone in guard mode. Alright then. Let it begin.
The Dark Lady of Nuln. Advance!
Let's go bother these battlecast to start. Cannons wasting their shot as they do. Oh, too close, too close, too close.
Mage of Death.
Draw them back.
A matter of locomotion. Send this out.
Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Artillery looks like it's mostly missing, which is not beautiful stuff. Did they just go into the woods? Yeah, they did. Awesome. Fall back.
Sigma calls. Quick march.
Damn you!
Let's charge them.
Overcoming inertia. Yes, my lord.
The Graveyard Rose.
Give them some fear. First Strider. Gotta take him out.
Pistoliers. Quick march. For the twin-tailed comet.
Come back this way a little bit. Lord coming through. Guns, focus him. Kill him quick.
Spirita of Shaiish.
Drop this. You guys kind of sneak around behind. Free company can keep 5 blasting the entire time too. Here to shoot these Doblars for me. Swordsmen have been noticed.
Speed! Fight down the brass! Charge!
Alright, enemy lord is gone. That was quick.
Guides us!
I don't know, run forward, you numpties. Well, now they're dead.
Spot us the target!
Cannons, you fire in here.
That machine! For the Warhammer!
Oh, the Warhammer.
Pistoliers!
Pistoliers, you get away from them. Gives them the business with your pistols, though.
Making it so!
Be scary.
By the amethyst.
I don't know why it's not letting me cast that, but okay then. Elspeth, what are you being dramatic for? Let me cast that spell.
Dark Lady of
There we go. And most of the enemy already running. They saw their leader get taken out, and that was too much for them in most cases. The ogres are into our handguns on both sides. Hate to see it.
Warhammer! How to try! We are Sigmar's heirs! Sigmar guides us!
Come on, give them the business.
Taking aim!
Just too many ogres, man.
Ready for war!
Spear Leech here.
Marching!
Our guys are just running out of leadership just too fast.
Crew to cannon!
Yeah, 2 sets of ogres on this side. Good grief.
Ready! Engineer! For Sigmar!
The fire.
Pistoliers!
Have these pistols charge the Noblars and scare them off. Go save Elspeth. Good grief.
Sigmar! Preserve us!
as Yuna fell, I call doom of it.
Fire! Yes, General! Moving now!
One of the spiciest beginnings to a campaign I've ever had. There they slam into our Hellblasters.
Master craftsman! A new view!
They're into pieces.
Hammers ready! For the Warhammer!
Not sure why you guys are in melee still. Get out of there.
Yes, sir!
Keep shooting full of holes.
Gunners!
Elspeth is going down.
We obey!
In time, what do you mean?
Sigmar!
We're getting flattened.
Elspeth
Elspeth's gone.
Draken.
Wipe them out! We are Sigmar's heirs!
The death of their leader mattered almost none to these enemies here. That's crazy.
Handgunners! At speed! No lingering!
Turn around there, boys.
Free company! Battle protocols!
Elspeth, go ahead and just run.
Finding range, sir!
There we go, we got him. Man,
Elspeth von
we
Draken.
need more guns. Anytime you struggle, obviously you don't have enough guns. We'll do what we can to round up these ogres here, and I'll catch you in a moment. And in that battle, we learned how terrifying it is to be outnumbered by ogres. They did not lose nearly enough to make that
Those
worthwhile
in
battle there.
Mars' embrace have no
Oh, no, they all
need
died.
for
Never mind.
possessions.
I wonder why everyone went down. I will take it. No complaints here. It's comforting for the people to know where their next meal will come from when winter's chill descends. More growth. Although, truthfully, coming all the way down here to heavy, improved heavy weapons may be the call for that extra charge defense for halberdiers. Although we're going to be done with the ogres before then. More ammunition. We haven't run out of ammo yet. Let's go advisor to Nuln.
What are we if we do not advance?
Exactly.
Master engineer!
She gets it. Our units, though, are in pretty dire straits. Theon,
Inventions
hand over the war
in
wagons here.
search of answers.
But we'll take the spearmen off her hands and let them replenish. Yeah, they can replenish here back at Nuln. We'll take Peter the Hutt to join Elspeth.
Keen sight.
Theon, you come back
Where
into
is the
Nuln.
graveyard?
Oh, that was
Lead me to it.
the faceplant. Wrong character.
I may share my wisdom.
Eh, good
so long
grief.
as nobody asks any stupid questions.
Alright, well,
Stand and
Theon, you
watch
come back to
rotation.
replenish. Elspeth, you, since we've misclicked and broken my soul, we shall.
Call upon your might.
Oh, it's time for handguns. Yeah, grab some normal, proper handguns. I mean, it's not all bad. I just would have preferred to be setting up the siege now. That means we are not going to wait to launch the siege. We're just going to immediately start.
The graveyard rose.
Survivalist for you there, wise Kevin. And you can get an agitator as well.
So many
Yeah, I'm
ideas.
very frustrated, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and grab. We deserve this for not checking before we clicked. Hellblast will probably got an upgrade, and then might as well get more speed for our Outriders. So that's 3 upgrades. We got 1,500 more treasury, and now we're just waiting for those handguns to come in, and that's the very first tier of our gun school finished. The training grounds will have been built. White. No one wants to trade. Sterling wouldn't mind a pack to move through our territory, but you don't need that. Let's be real. What would you need that for? Great Grissenwald. Yeah, I think we do need to. That is our main source of growth right now.
The mysteries.
Alright, that's those handgunners in, so we get 250 more schematics, and the Gardens of Moor have been unlocked.
The gardens of Moor are bastions of solitude in this dark world, where my arcane research and rapid transposition are made manifest.
Exactly. New training grounds affords our troops the best possible learning. I do love this little icon here. Learning experience alongside a separate area for safely testing improved designs for standard issue weaponry. If it explodes, no one else is really getting hurt. The compound of highly volatile powder ignites with the slightest jostle, perfectly suitable for the battlefield if you can get it there unexploded. Not a bad little bound ability to chuck some explosives at some guys. Then everyone in the army that has explosive damage is going to have more of it and have more radius. Almighty Moor demands respect. Wherever his cultists reside, a garden temple of tombs ought to be a worthy act of worship, with a tower at its heart steeped in the magic of death. I think we'll go ahead and probably pop that into Workbat, honestly. Or have they just been sacked? If they just got sacked, then that'd be a waste of time. Bitch off in then. Can we not build one in Betchoffen? Because we can't see Betchoffen? Why? I wonder. Well, I mean, at the very least, I guess we can have one here in Nuln. Keep Nuln safe. We can jump back to home province anytime we need. Yoink. As the dragon flies, Gardens of Moor fast travel costs minus 50% for 5 turns. We can use it to travel. We'll do that after we take out, like, Talabheim or something. Elspeth.
For Verena and Nuln.
Battle.
For Sigmar and Verena.
Trolldig thinks he's safe. No. You're never safe, although these Nobbler Flingers actually adds a bit of defenses to the walls where normally ogres have to sit and wait for people to come to them. Then they can actually chuck some stuff back.
Pioneer of progress.
Yeah, let's go ahead and join. We'll pass off your troops to Elspeth, but they've got a little bit more replenishment than they would have normally. Excellent.
A grave task.
A grave task. So next we need to kill 1,500 enemies with Gunnery School units, build up a foundry, and then perform 5 more Gunnery School upgrades. Alright, fair. I'm thinking our next one, we're just going to go ahead and snag the upgrade to all of our gun troops, and then we will turn back around to grab... Let's go Suppressive Fire so we can further slow enemies down. If they're not making it to us, there's no damage they're dealing to us. Onward to glory. Alright, this is in fact one of the reworked siege maps. So you can see it's got, I've showed it off in one of our streams as well, but it's got much larger areas for troops to be deployed in. So instead of all of the cramped, tight corridors and corners, those have been replaced with kind of much more wide areas and areas to actually maneuver your troops both on offense, once you've broken into the gates, and on defense to try to lure enemies into kind of kill zones. However, I'm thinking the best place for us to attack is going to be right here. You know what, I lied. So once we get in here, we can set up the troops on top of these walls and blast over. So where we always attack from shall be the way. We're down 1 volley gun. That's too bad. So even though they do have towers that are a bit stronger, we're just going to avoid the towers altogether by attacking an area they don't have any. Seems good to me. handguns, free company militia. They do get 20% additional range on the walls, so let's just make sure we're not getting hit by any rocks for free. That'll be lame. Spears on this angle. Swordsmen, and then, oh yeah, our no iron sides. Slightly back. Heroes. Everyone else. See the power of the war wagons. I forgot to do the graphic settings again. Don't you worry, lads. I remember now. Yes, much graphics. Back to it. So our new units in the game currently. The war wagons, and as per usual, Elspeth's color scheme is the best. Black and red on the war wagons makes them look incredible. These guys are so much better than they used to be too. Secretly, they might have always been good. And people just now kind of started to figure them out. Same thing with our free company militia. No one has better looking color scheme than Elspeth. Black and red. The Inquisition of Nuln has arrived. In Franz's name? False. You march in Elspeth's name. Also make sure we're not blowing up our own units here. Alright, that'll begin. You two knock the gatehouse open. As you can see here, Elspeth doesn't have a siege attacker. You have to rely fully on the siege attacker weapons to get through those gates. I'll get through quickly. That's gonna be no trouble. Alright, everyone. Advance, but don't advance in a way that's gonna get you shot. How about that? We'll have them walk, that way they're not getting up too close, too fast. Leers, you also come up just a little bit. Those gates should be going down really quickly. Set you to taking out the wall next to it. We'll open up 2 sections, that way the lads can get up on top, but we also have our ways to fire through. They're falling back.
The graveyard rose.
Gatehouse open. Help them with the walls.
The Dark Lady of Nuln.
Oh, there were Noblars up there, huh? That's fun.
Shaiish, carry me.
There won't be for long. They're going to be scared about getting knocked off the walls. Oh, there's a lot of guys up here. Give yourself that extra resistance. I'm going to stand right here.
Chasing the shadow of
They're falling back. Wall's going down quickly. Rip Noblars. That one can phase through to hit her? That's lame.
Advance! The winds take me.
I have them.
You two can start firing, hopefully, without having to get too much closer. Nope, if you have to get closer, we're not going anywhere. Walls down. Down tumble the Noblars. Hope that was worth it, boys. Alright, so next we'll bring the artillery up. Double blast, you guys move here. Cannons to here. Everyone else. We need you in guard mode and also forward. Alright, lads, these walls are ours. Take them.
Engineer. Heading out.
Oh, these are trappers? Oh.
Mage of death.
That's obnoxious.
The dead call. Elspeth von Draken.
That's obnoxious. War wagons roll wide. Oh, a bit of damage. Elspeth's taking way more than she has any right to. Here, leave these fools.
With purpose. Right. Yes.
And they will get some damage back on our free company.
Battle protocols.
I go to glory.
Gotta lure them down. That's the way. Start shooting these ogres. Like both of you start blasting the ogres.
Elspeth von Draken. What do you mean?
Can you shoot this position of the gatehouse to just drop them through? Oh, they brought them up too far.
Ready
Okay.
for war. Yes, sir. Quickly.
Oh, brother, get back here. The angle is outside. What are you doing?
Ready to hunt.
Run!
Sighted and ready. Go. Yes, General. To battle.
Shooting right through our boys. Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Militia. Ready.
Hey, he's coming outside these walls to pursue, isn't he?
Judgment. Hellblaster. For the Emperor.
We need to try to get these guys up to the top.
Prepare for combat. Master.
And you can keep chasing all you want, Troll Dig, but you're doomed. There's around, gives him a volley. Stab right in his little cheeks.
By Ulrich's wrath.
Really?
I condemn them.
You guys have one at a time out is that bad, do you? Try to get the gatehouse. They ran right back inside. That's what we expected. Alright, you two. Guard mode, because you clearly can't be trusted. Go take the gatehouse. They're just refusing to shoot where we want them to. That's fine. Come around.
By forge and firearm, I have a plan.
I have a plan.
Take the ground. Witch hunter. Take the ground. Very well. Sir.
Oh, Blaster, let's get back up into position here.
Moving now.
Spearmen getting charged.
Finisher.
Alright.
Sigma calls.
Our enemy's strategy seems to be wait till our guys walk in and then come flying in. Which is working for them.
The Dark Lady of Nuln.
Well, Hellblaster can start shooting right through into them. Now the spearmen are gone. That's dastardly there, AI.
Withdraw.
I'm not sure how they were able to get this many people in that close without being seen either. Some fear. Ogre's speed is definitely their strong suit.
Sigma calls.
Now stay here. You guys blast the gatehouse.
By Ulrich's wrath.
Hellblaster coming straight through the gates is working out fine. Hey, just go stare him down. I would. Give him another volley. Oh, turns his back to him. That's disrespectful and a good way to die. Spirit Leech. Yeah, they should get through the gatehouse quick. Yeah, cannons are strong. Bring in the grenade launchers.
Gifted tinker. Soldiers of the Empire.
As soon as we can drive, I mean, we can't really get the guys up the top of the walls fast enough before the Ogre Bulls can cycle in. That's kind of the problem. So we need to clear them out a little bit.
Yes, sir, quickly. Go.
Spears will go ahead and get back behind.
Standing by.
And they're able to focus our iron sides for our cannons here.
Elspeth von Draken.
Boys get pushed out of the gates easily. And instead of fleeing, they're also pushing him around, so... Wasting bullets. That section's down. Fortunately, you guys need to fall back.
Yes, General. At speed.
This is supremely frustrating.
For the twin-tailed comet.
Advance.
Hellblaster volley.
Hellblaster can't even really do anything to them. Because they've pushed him back into the corner here somehow.
That's an order.
Even though he was way over here.
Hammer.
You just get up on top of the walls, please, bud. Get up there.
To it.
Elspeth.
Drop another Spirit Leech on these guys. Nope, he's gone, which means he'll flee into their territory, and he might just get killed there. Go out the gates, bud. Don't be a fool.
Ready for war. Sigma calls.
I mean, I'm actually learning some things. I mean, this is how we kind of defended Cinema's ogres anyway, but you're definitely learning some things. You keep those ogre bulls nearby and just kind of send them in.
Mastercraft.
anytime anything gets close to the front. You should shoot at these ogre bulls if you can. Is that our in? Go for it if it is.
Shadows at my call.
No lingering. Free company.
Oh no, they got...
For the Emperor. Quick march.
Trying to charge these bulls. We actually finally made an entrance. Pistoliers on this side. Good, good. We've taken some territory. All right, you guys get up to the gatehouse.
We obey.
Free Company militia both move in.
Fire. Ready.
Pull back this way. You guys gotta keep moving. They're not really a chariot. All right, now roll out through the front.
Quickly.
Wizardess of Nuln.
Militia. Engineer.
Everyone with a gun, move in.
Great cannon.
Great cannon. We'll probably bring you up soon here.
On our way.
I like that they're running through our lines. That's definitely never gonna be bad for us.
Elspeth von Draken.
Up.
Militia. We serve the Emperor. Yes, General.
Yes, General.
Weapons drawn.
Clears move in. You guys as well. You shouldn't be in here. You got no health.
Master engineer.
Grenade launch right in.
Missiles will fly.
One of our guns up on top of the two right side. Now we've taken some ground.
Chasing the shadow of
And a
death.
fallback. None of you guys are really rated for melee.
Sigma calls. Understood. Go. Sir.
Understood, they say.
Emperor.
And none of you are really rated for melee.
Of the twin-tailed comet.
Spear leech the bulls.
Amethyst wind.
Make our chariots scary.
Ready.
The chariots roll back, let those pistols keep blasting. Grenade launcher into these gnoblars here. They're gonna be gnobbling on these grenades.
Fatal. Yes, my
Come on, boys, get the shooting. Take them down.
Elspeth von Draken. All will meet more in time.
How do we launch the grenade into our own pistoliers? That's incredible. Alright, the pistols are falling back.
Was valiant.
Yes, General. Moving now.
Chariots, go. Take these flingers out.
Prepare for combat.
You guys get outside the settlement.
Position. Militia.
You soften up the Noblars enough. Charge.
Guns drawn.
Weapons free.
Guns ready. Armed with knowledge.
Mage of death.
Keep moving.
Elspeth von Draken. For Nuln.
Running those flingers down.
Take the ground.
Pistoliers back inside the settlement now.
Swordsman. Sir.
Everyone advance. Alright, now we can bring the artillery inside, or at least have them knock over these towers if they can. I prefer not dealing with these towers anymore. We are going to start losing these chariots soon. They're running real low on health.
Shaiish.
Quick march.
Yeah, we just lost one, looks like.
Go. Formation march.
Nearly here.
Take them.
Pull back. Pistols in on the bulls.
Our weapons are yours.
Keep running over the flingers.
The Dark Lady of Nuln.
Jeez Louise, they do some damage.
Shadows at my call. Join the dead.
Now.
I roll away from the Noblar flingers. They're apparently hanging in there just fine. Everyone else, charge.
Sigma commands.
Come on, chariots. Keep rolling.
Galmaraz. Wipe them out.
Elspeth pull back. Spearmen take the line.
Militia. Yes, General. Yes, my
Players come through. Let's go ahead and run down these Noblar flingers. Need the help.
Sigma calls. Quick march.
Use the fleeing Noblars. Just gonna roll through their lines if we can. Their leadership, I don't think, is gonna hang in there though.
For the Emperor. Ready.
Make someone spooky.
Amethyst wind.
Now.
The leadership our ogre enemies here are experiencing is insane.
Stop until they're all dead.
We win. A costly victory, as they all have been so far for Elspeth's crew. We fight hard, and Mora's gardens swell. 228 of the Empire's finest fall in the siege. These Free Company militia gained themselves some notoriety in that battle. Alright, we'll just occupy Talabheim. Victory over the ogres. Droldig slain, and now all they have left is this camp here.
No one tells a tyrant what to do.
No one tells a tyrant what to do. That's fair. Let's go ahead and... I don't think we can teleport Elspeth back to Nuln, so we will jump into the gardens and then tell her to take the 1,000 gold fast travel to Nuln. Gives us 3k, so it has profit. Atop her Carmine Dragon, who is nowhere to be seen at the moment. Life leeching, more mobility, and more health for Kevin.
Lady of Shaiish.
So Bloody Blade and Inspiring Presence for Theon.
Standard watch rotation. How best?
Good news is the camps can't get up and move. So we'll just go ahead and grab some Free Company. Well, we can't afford them, can we? We don't need Gunnery School in both Talabheim and Nuln. Keep it in Nuln and destroy the one in Talabheim.
The Graveyard Rose.
Immune to diplomatic penalties from trespassing. Enables replenishment, and then it costs less as long as Elspeth's there. So if she's here and the other thing's active, she can just teleport for free. We've got the Temple of Mor, gives us the Knights of Mor, Electric House State Troops, and replenishment speeds up for them as well. Or we could just get the Militia of Mor, giving us Halberdiers, Archers, Empire Knights. Oh, sorry, unlocks the recruitment of Halberdiers, Handguns, Empire Knights, Knights the Black Rose, and Borders. I mean, Knights of the Black Rose this early on? That seems pretty dang incredible.
Dark Lady of Nuln.
We could honestly use those halberds for sure. Especially against the coming tides of undead we're going to be dealing with. For Wissenland. Kind of want to get rid of our Pistoliers and replace them with proper Outriders with the armor-piercing damage. Pistoliers are good because they can fire all around. We'll keep them for now. They're pretty cheap. These guys are kind of our heavy DACA. 4 handguns. Let's go 5 handguns. Maybe even just 6 handguns. We're going to get by 268.
Work to do.
Nothing's changing, so actually we can't afford more units yet. We can't really afford more units yet. No one really wants to trade. Surprising. Real quick for our upgrades. Oh, we actually have some more. Good. Ammunition and reload time reduction. No. Let's go for suppressive fire for our Hellblaster. Great other stuff, too. The tier 1. Spear ports, more power for steam tanks, then explosion radius plus 25% for mortars. In armies that aren't Elspeth, mortars actually will be pretty useful. How many upgrades do we have currently? 2. It's not getting us there that much faster because we would have to get all 3 of these kind of tier 1s to actually get there. So it's not like it's that much quicker.
So many.
Alright, what I'll do is I'll grab 1 more handgun. And then we'll pass. The gods are angry. Well, thankfully we do have a fair bit of gold, but let's go ahead and so be it. Stirland does fall. Which means the undead are on the march.
Amethyst Magistrix.
And the undead are going to be a wild card as if they're actually a threat here.
Is the surest path to victory.
Got a lot of guns. We could use more units to defend them. Their income wasn't any kind of threat whatsoever.
Dark Lady of Nuln.
You reek of anguish or hopelessness. Yes, let us parley.
I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and declare war on you. The Feastmasters only have a camp, which they can recruit dudes and throw at us, but we can just kind of leave Theon in Talabheim to defend there. I think that's going to be our call. So we declare war on Waldenhof. Theon, you can definitely grab some archers is what you can grab.
I choose only the best.
Wielder of the Pale Scythe.
How far away are we from Sigmar's sons? 5 whole levels, man. Okay. That's fine. We have the Gardens of Moor in here now. Yep. So we could grab the elite cavalry should we wish. Let's go ahead
My
and
rituals need time and preparation.
If we just it weren't bad, so they could probably move to about here.
Von Draken.
Imperial Scholar.
I call upon your might.
Okay, so they go. Oh, it takes 2 turns. That's unfortunate. We'll grab the unit of halberdiers only then, or man, knights would be good too. Let's go halberdiers. And then Theon, you can pick up our Knights of the Black Rose, 400, and bring them to join with Elspeth. Talabheim, we have the Blazing Sun Stables, which will be great at some point. In fact, we'll probably have Theon be our Blazing Sun general. We'll grab our Weaving House here for some more cash.
Lady of Shaiish.
Oh, good grief. Let's give that experimental explosive to Kevin. That would have been great for that last battle.
Arena and Nuln.
And then Beathar Z Hut. She'll have accusation.
Dark Lady of Nuln.
I mean, truthfully, we could have Elspeth recruit nothing and go into an ambush and let Theon do the upgrading.
My family has lived in the Amethyst Wind for generations.
No, I think this is the call. Alright, see if any other of the Empire settlements want to trade. Auckland does. Beautiful. Come then. Trade is great. Risa, let's give it one more in turn and see how the vampires play things out. The vampire wars have officially begun. Nurgle's rot begins to spread. Negative growth there in Nuln by 10 for 3 turns. That's not so bad.
The Graveyard Rose.
Pioneer of progress.
Okay, Elspeth, time to draw them out.
Corn does not see its reaper.
Corn does not see its reaper.
So many ideas.
Yeah, I guess we're just waiting. Control is not great in either of these provinces here. We need to move in and take Kusel quite quickly. I was hoping to draw in the main vampire army here at Workbad, but honestly we could take Theon and his 2 Black Knight regiments and probably take them up to crush whatever's in Kusel. As long as there's not a proper army there, we can just run it over. Oh, it's Geheimnisstadt. Small folk have barricaded themselves in their homes, for this is the dread night of mysteries, when both moons are seen in the night sky and the dead awake, and drag the living to hell. Well, good night to stay inside then, I'd say. Oh yeah, we're also completely immune to his attrition here. We can be a bit sneaky if we wish. Here, let's send in the Witch Hunter. Where are the vampires? There's Anno.
Test me at your peril.
Oh, brother. You about to get tested for sure.
Plans to fruition. 'Tis the wisest path.
This is impudence.
He can't reach.
But
what we will do is go ahead and march right up into this little copse of trees here.
Death takes the laggard.
Seek out the heretics.
We can block his army so we can't get any further. Now we're just go ahead and jump back in with Elspeth.
Insight, burdened
And then Theon.
brilliance.
104 halberds. Let's go 1 halberd and then 2 free company. 53. We can just barely afford it. But we want to try to out military the vampires for now. I'll muscle them.
The Empire.
You guys still haven't dealt with those beastmen? What is going on?
Darkness comes.
Darkness comes.
Like me, go away.
He wants peace. No. Go away is right. Is he just huddling in Workbad?
A shadow of their
Get a bit closer. Oh no, you coward. I wonder if he has another army out beyond.
War does not call. It is better that I am alone.
Well, they're not that far beyond. We're bad as a tier 2. We honestly might want to just to attack it, even without ladders.
Judgment ready.
Make sure we can get back to join Elspeth's army if they go for the fight.
On march.
Be good. There's no undead near. They're probably out here in Kusel. What we'll do is we'll take Elspeth,
Wielder of the pale scythe.
and we shall march onward, bud.
foresee great suffering.
Oh yeah, great suffering. Go siege ladders. As many as we can build. I lied. Let's go 2 ladders and some towers. There we go. And continue.
Bring them death.
I trust no man.
He can come join with Elspeth
Spyglasses of use.
and Theon.
Empire.
I don't like that we can't see what's going on in Kusel.
Pioneer of progress.
What strength rank are you?
There is
26,
desperation.
which means he definitely has another army somewhere. Alright, so here we'll do. Here's what we will do.
So
Theon,
many
you go back to
ideas.
defend Talabheim. Stay kind of like right here though, just in case.
Either side of the grave.
Elspeth can take a couple armies at once. That's not a problem. Not one issue.
More will welcome.
Alright, so we'll build up our towers and take them to battle. As long as the enemy doesn't try to sally.
The other side.
Ah, they do sally. So this makes it a little bit more spooky. But we have the ability to suppress them, so slowing them down by a heap, and then the monstrous impact slowing them down by a heap. So we just need to make sure we are focusing on their fast movers to start, and then we can mop up the reinforcements, or the rest of these skeletons afterwards. Going to be a very, very brutal fight, but if we can beat them here, we can just kind of walk right into Wissenland, or walk right into Wartland. Bad, rather, no problem. Thank you all so much for stopping on by the very first episode of our Wissenland and Nuln, the Realms of Souls campaign. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub though, and I'll see you all in the next one.